So before we come to the end of our Wellness Tech Career Day, I have a very special guest with us from Accenture. Please, if you can introduce yourself and your company.
Yeah, hello everyone. So greetings from Wellness Tech and from Accenture Baltics. My name is Greta. I come from the Bootcamp team, and we're here today to actually talk about our company, Accenture Baltics. And as well, we propose internship possibilities for students who have a background in computer science. Of course, we talk about the career opportunities at our company, and we as well offer university internships. So if you're interested in starting your career in IT or as well upskilling, so you're welcome to join Accenture Baltics and of course bootcamps, the trainings that are free of charge, fully online and in English.
Good to hear that. My question is going to be a bit practical because we are talking about, Wellness Tech University with the whole team was in India last week and they have met multiple students. I think 1,000 students we have met in India. And among the 1,000 students, the ultimate question was placement. I'm using the word placement specifically because that's a word is used in my country. Ma'am, will I get placed in the company? Ma'am, what are the job opportunities? How many are you going to find a job for me? I think, that's the culture we come from. But today we have made a whole video about how the career day in a European university, not only Wellness Tech University, and a normal European university look like. And it was amazing. I've been coming to Wellness Tech for 12 years now. It is after 12 years, it's the first time I've covered this day. And I'm really, happy that we actually did this because now I know if I'm a student here, what is my next step when I graduate? Because I always have heard from WLA, from international team, we have career office, we have partners. Now I see what the partners mean like. This is how the partners look like. Just first question. Students who are coming to Lithuania, they are now allowed to work full-time during bachelor's and master's. How does this have changed the work culture in the corporate? Because Accenture is a global company. And when you say Accenture Baltics, I believe just for a clear definition for the audience, it is the Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia domain.
Yeah.
That's how you call Accenture Baltics for Baltic countries.
Yes.
Do you have offices in all three Baltic countries or only Lithuania?
Currently, we have two offices, so in Riga and in Vilnius.
Okay.
Yes. And Accenture Baltics is actually a company already for 20 years in Riga, Latvia. And in Lithuania, we're almost like 3 years in Vilnius. So actually, we're still growing the numbers of employees. And definitely, we have the opportunities already from bachelor's degrees. I mean, the students, especially during summertime, they use the opportunity of the boot camps. And if they complete successfully the boot camps, they are qualified to have paid internship with us.
Great. When it comes to Accenture, the name doesn't need any introduction. But let's understand the students who are watching this video, when they come to Lithuania and they are looking at job opportunities within Accenture Group, within Lithuania, let's narrow down in Lithuania. First of all, we are talking about what kind of job opportunities, what kind of hiring you do, what kind of process you're running, because Accenture is running so many things. So let's understand in Lithuania, what is your business model?
Yeah, in Lithuania, we still are globally that we are leading IT in IT industry, leading company, and we provide service for other big companies. Yes. So we have the leading capabilities in digital, cloud, and security, and we have quite many business groups. So it means that for those who already have background in computer science, we have plenty of positions, especially dedicated to different programming language and platforms.
Okay.
Yeah. So some of course, the most popular ones are Java, yes, then .NET, DevOps, and the others. Yes.
So just Java and .NET is quite in demand.
For the moment, we're talking about this summer seasons. Yes, these students who are already in Lithuania, they are able actually to apply for these boot camps. As well, we have quite high demand for data management, the data analytics, data science. So definitely, yes.
Great. I understand boot camps, but let's say for our audience who is a young student from class 12th high school, who doesn't understand what bootcamp means. Can you just define what is the meaning of bootcamp for the audience?
Yeah, the bootcamps are free of charge IT trainings, so they're fully online in English. And then to qualify for the bootcamp, you need to have, of course, good English skills and basics of the programming language that you prefer.
Okay.
So to qualify for the bootcamp, you will need to pass English test and as well a technical test.
Okay.
So it means that if, of course, you have bachelor's degree in computer science, definitely you would be able to pass it with the, with flying colors.
True.
But if, let's say, you would like to upskill yourself and you choose different programming language, then you, of course, may start your career in different path, let's say. So then you need to self-study a bit in order to qualify for that.
So bootcamp means there has to be some language requirement. Okay, other than the English, the technical language, you said Java or .NET, Python,
JavaScript.
Okay. So technically speaking, a student who come from the high school to study bachelor first year degree in Lithuania, once he finishes first year, I think this is the time when he will be eligible for a bootcamp. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, definitely, especially if the student is bright. Definitely, some of them, they already are qualified for the bootcamp after first year. That's why we have 2 seasons, because summer season is very good for the students. They don't need to manage their studies because bootcamps are really intensive. During it's from 1 till 3 weeks usually, and they're dedicated for theoretical knowledge and as well practical knowledge. And then they have the full experience of working on a real project with mentors, with trainers, and they as well develop their soft skills because they're working in groups. And of course, definitely, they usually are more ready to start working in real business with the clients.
So students who are coming for bachelor in computer science, bachelor in AI, bachelor in IT, bachelor in computer systems, they are your target audience for the bootcamp.
Definitely.
Let's say a student who's coming at a bachelor in mechanical engineering or civil engineering, and they have taken the first year, they have somehow got these languages, they have done some expertise in the languages. Can they also apply because they have good English? They have the languages that you needed, and because these days young kids they are the ones who actually are, diversifying into different areas at the same time. So even they can also apply?
Yes, definitely, because there is no definition that you must own an IT degree, but you must have perfect analytical skills.
True.
And the basics of programming.
Your fundamentals should be clear. Yes. So, student, if you have done your first year at Wellness Tech, it's for the bachelor degree students. When you have done the first year, you have acquired certain skills. IT student will, of course, going to cover the first year. They have the basic languages other than English. But if you are not an IT student, you still have an opportunity to go for bootcamp. Coming to the master degree students, they have got a bachelor degree from India. Let's suppose say there are 2 kinds of students. One is having a bachelor degree in computer engineering. Of course, he's your target audience, much more target audience. They have full bachelors. They sometimes have the experience, sometimes they don't have the experience. If they come for the master's here in the computer science program or IT program or any other master degree program, are they eligible for bootcamp, or they can still apply directly for jobs as well?
Definitely, they can apply for the bootcamp. As I have already mentioned, that of course IT degree is already an additional advantage. Definitely. Nevertheless, if they choose a different path, they of course can apply. If you have already some experience, working experience, you may apply for the experience positions on our LinkedIn or career Accenture career page. So definitely. Then the process is a bit different.
Okay.
Because then you're already not qualified for the internships, for the paid internships, but you're directly apply for a position.
Right.
So there are specific already requirements for each position. Usually they're followed with some years of experience.
Okay.
So definitely Accenture Baltics offers boot camps for those who are entry level, who would like to start their careers in IT.
I'm going to make one statement, correct me if I'm wrong or right. Is boot camps you are running boot camp just because you want to find your future employees?
Definitely.
Correctly? So rather than me coming from a bachelor degree in computer science and I have no experience, I come and do my master degree with the Vilnius Tech. During the master degree, I can apply for a boot camp. That's one way to become essential potential employee. Or I have to have some kind of experience if I really want to go on job directly, right?
Yes.
When we cover boot camps, there are 3 big programs. You just mentioned that. Is it paid program from your side or is it a free program? How that works?
Yeah, the bootcamps are definitely free of charge. You just need to be qualified for them. After the bootcamp, the selected people are already qualified for paid internships. So it means it is a job contract. Although it's from 3 till 5 months, but still it's a job contract. You receive salary during that time. And afterwards, you may be already rewarded with Accenture contract, which is already a permanent job contract.
So I think you have clearly mentioned the whole pathway now. Initially, it will be bootcamp only students you will be going for, and this is how the first level of your approval, or I would say first qualify. You will qualify the first level, and then you go to the paid internship level. Let's say bootcamp is clear now. Paid internship. A lot of people ask me, what is the amount of money can I expect? So just I don't want you to give me exactly position. An average amount of money they can expect in their paid internship at Accenture Baltic, Lithuania.
Yeah, it's very set. It's a bit different numbers in Latvia and Lithuania. In Lithuania, it's a little bit higher than the minimum salary in Lithuania, which is, of course, is very good for students because it is paid internship.
Absolutely.
And in the field that you desire to do your career. So definitely, I mean, still we have the opportunity to have 75% workload. So it means that this very good opportunity to manage your studies together with internship.
Okay. So when we talk about the Indian workforce, the current youth mobility is very different now than 5 years back. At the moment, we see a huge bend on the IT side. The international office of Vilnius Tech University and I visited 20 universities, and you will not believe me if I say 75% of the population from the student population is moving toward the IT program. So this section of the podcast is going to be definitely very helpful for those students who are in IT, because when a student comes out of IT, they also have opportunities in India. Now there's a lot of opportunities for IT students in India, but now I can see that you are looking at IT students more. So your forte is your core focus is IT background.
Yes.
This is what you're looking at. If somebody who has an engineering background but nothing to do with IT, are they also your target audience? Because they can't come to bootcamp because they didn't have any, they never had this IT languages. So if they don't do any IT languages, do they still have an opportunity on full-time positions in Accenture Baltics?
Of course, it then depends on each case. Yes, because we understand that currently in our daily life we see quite good opportunities, and we see that people are changing their careers.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it means to have a broad spectrum of the skills, it's very necessary.
True.
And what is important at Accenture is actually soft skills as well. I mean that we're working with clients. The clients are very well-known companies. So that means that on your daily life, you need to work with on the projects that requires good soft skills.
It's a lot of servicing part. So you need to make sure you're up to that mark. I understand, the students, if you are from IT background at the bachelor's level or you are planning to do a master's, in both the programs, you can have opportunity to work at Accenture, and you already understood how the process works. When we talk about students who finish their bachelor degree here or master degree here and they have the right qualification and right experience, do you hire them also directly after the graduation on the job positions as well?
It's possible they need to apply for the job positions. Of course, if you already had internship with us, it's definitely, we already know your profile, and that's why completion of the bootcamp, when you receive a bootcamp certificate or completing the internship, is always an advantage.
Will it be a good idea to do their Python and Java languages back in India before they come, so that they can, because they can only, even if I'm an engineering student, if I don't know Java and Python, I will not be able to qualify for bootcamp. Any specific language you can recommend those students that will actually help them to qualify for bootcamp other than the English language?
If we're talking about the programming, so definitely Java is the one programming language that we work most often, because then we have certain platforms, even, let's say Java, Salesforce works with the basis of Java, and actually Python is as well needed. So definitely we have quite broad spectrum of the programming languages that we're using in the company. Of course, in cloud integration, Excl is needed as well. So there is quite broad spectrum.
I saw you have one of the biggest stalls in Wellness Tech Career Day. Do you hire a lot of Lithuanian students or international students from Wellness Tech on a regular basis?
Yes. And currently we as well have some students only in another department.
Okay.
Yes, so we are our cooperation is not only with the computer science, but as well different departments actually.
And when it comes to work-life balance, because now I'm going to talk about something more about the students who are mature students. How's the work-life balance culture in Lithuania in terms to, because I can see it's booming, The service industry in Lithuania is growing with a very exponential rate, which we haven't seen in the last 10 years. Correct me if I'm wrong. Because all these new companies setting up their base station, their service centers, this bring more business to Accenture. When it comes to this whole culture thing, how's the work-life balance in this country?
I would say this is definitely a good example of working at Accenture Baltics, because even during, let's say, summertime, we are able to contribute in our social lives together with our colleagues. So what I actually admiring is that we are working hard, but we are actually having fun as well a lot. So it means that there are quite a lot of social events at the company itself, and in general, our leadership proposes not only well-being programs, but actually they see opportunities how to get together, but actually have fun, and despite our daily life and work, we still have our own personal lives, and this balance is reached not only during the well-being programs, but actually we have good opportunities to grow our families. Let's say I'm myself a mother of two, and I have started working at Accenture while my children were quite small, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think this information is very important for people who are looking at Lithuania as a work destination, because now Lithuania, since they have made these rules that you can work full time, it give a very clear message that the Lithuanian government want to hold the talent in the country. They don't want them to migrate after doing the education from here to Germany or to Sweden, and that's a good move, I would say. But I think this kind of a conversation with you give us the clear picture about how corporates or how big companies think about hiring, and I think this opportunity would be for students to make sure that they apply for boot camps, and they get it. If people get selected, then they have the better career. Thank you so much for your time. Thanks a lot, and pleasure meeting you again. Looking forward to have you in the next episode.
Yeah, thank you a lot.
Thank you.
Press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.